Aries. Aries. Let's see what's going on with them Aries. Happy Jupiter in Aries. Aries out there. Woo. Big time for Aries. Jupiter, of course, I like to say, promises a lot. Don't expect to get every gift. Just be happy with whatever the blessings that do come, Don't have such high expectations, but have high hopes. But don't have expectations. Because Jupiter will always let you down if you expect too much. Jupiter can't deliver it all, and every guru can't deliver it all. It's always, if you think about it with a guru, it's always that like one little thing that sticks with you for life, not like their whole lesson plan. See? I just blew your mind, didn't I? All right. Aries, let's see what's going on for you in love. One more last shuffle here. Queen of Pentacles reversed here. I don't know. It feels like you are definitely kind of not knowing what to... Or you want something to happen and you're unsure how it's going to happen, or you don't feel like it's going to happen with somebody, or you don't know how to build something with somebody. Let's see what's going on. Two of Wands. Yeah, you definitely want something to happen and you just don't know how, and you definitely believe it's going to, but you just don't know how. Or you don't feel like you're good enough, or you're questioning your own value, your own worth, your own stuff. What's going on with this world here? But oh, High Priestess. Yeah, I almost feel like you're kind of having a second doubt about what world you really want right now. I don't know. We're going to get, okay. Well, I think that you're really wide open right now. You got a Nine of Wands there reversed with that Hierophant card. I feel like you're really open to, your beliefs are ready to believe whatever can be possible. I just feel like the world that you want, you're kind of in this kind of haze here that, to be honest with you, I think a lot of it has to do with just kind of like, maybe you're relying too much on signs or too much on intuition when you've already got those hits. Wow, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I think, again, this is all coming up to like how to make something real. I got a feeling that you're going to have to make things real. You know what I mean? I feel like, you're going to have to like make those offers real, or take the invites that are real, or, you just can't set everything to just phone calls and stuff like that. Whenever we're dealing with Pentacles, you got to make it real. The touch has to be real. The shit has to be real. Wow, you got Ace of Wands reverse though. I got a feeling this belief system though, I don't know. This might be over expected. Again, like I was saying with Jupiter, this expectation, you got to just be more open about how things are going to happen. And I think drop a lot of the angers about belief, because whenever I see this Nine of Wands reverse, it's saying drop all of your resistance and all your upsetness and just all the things that keep you kind of all wound up in this kind of closed off way. And that's what's keeping things not from coming together. I'm going to be honest. It's about showing ease and grace, I especially with that Ace of Pentacles reverse, showing that there's a door there open. I almost feel like maybe you've maybe people don't know what to deal with. You maybe deal with, how is this going to be built? Well, nobody can see clearly what world you really want. Like, for real. Like, maybe there's been talks, but there's like really no substance of where it is understood. Yeah, there's judgment here. This is definitely this higher calling that you're being called to, and I don't think that it's crazy to think that. But again, that Judgment card has to get out of the coffin and rise up with the others to the horns that are calling. So I feel like this is your rise up moment here. Well, that just fell out. What did we get there? Yep. Five of Wands. This is some conflict going on. I think that you got to not be in crazy conflict about things because of these really weird. I mean, I'm just going to say it. Whenever I see a High Priestess reversed, it's like the woke ass spiritual person. Like, stop acting that way. That's not going to open any doors. You might be feeling like you're having to like fight your way through things, when really I think it's much more of like, there's a lot of things that come into play with Five of Wands that are just trying to work themselves out. You don't need to go to battle for things. Repressed emotions. I feel like your emotions are feeling repressed, or you feel that your emotions aren't going anywhere right now, and that's what's keeping things feeling like the door of love's not opening, the door of it physically not happening. But let's get to the bottom of this. You definitely don't want heartbreak, and so anything that feels like heartbreak, it feels like the game operation for you. It feels like, once it gets a little close to what feels like could be heartbreak, you back out. I don't want to feel that. And that's your problem. When the judgment comes, you can't be afraid of anything. So I think that you got to let go of your self-worth issues around feeling like heartbreak's going to happen, that you subconsciously, emotionally will fight tooth and nail for, which actually is repelling energy. What's the spiritual advice here? Queen of Wands, you got to show up as a queen of happiness and love. And an emperor that really wants that, like the courage one, the strength to do that. Wow, look at the Nine of Pentacles there. Fucking, oh my gosh. And look at this Ten of Wands. Like, you got to fight to the finish line. And I know it might feel like it's a lot of weight, but I almost feel like for you, it's like, why are you not? I almost feel like you're trying to do love like this, like, weird way. Like, instead of just doing it I want the happiest love, and the loyalty is only going to come from showing how bad you want things and the strength to go through. And this Knight of Pentacles willing to make the journey and willing to go into the physical plane of things and make things happen and get your life moving. Actually get your life moving. Are you stuck in the same pattern in your life where you're not really doing anything? How's your money situation? Page of Pentacles. This is definitely like making these new offers in your life and exploring a new way of doing things, an exciting new way of doing things. What's up with that Ten of Wands there? Three of Cups. I feel like the weight is you're wasting too much time with friends, or just trying to have fun, or going to the bar, or having too much fun. That's why you're not having the love story. Your outcome is this Six of Swords. Wow. Well, I think that you're afraid to make the journey. Hangman, you feel trapped. Five of Swords, you're not trying hard enough. Seven of Pentacles, not willing to put in. So, this outcome is going to be this. And I feel like it can come two different ways. I just want, you got to stop being in your head, and you got to realize that, you know what, you're going to have to go to where you need to go in life. I mean, I got a feeling you're dealing with some anger, though, because that Nine of Wands with that Hierophant just is like, you've kind of gotten into this like weird belief of how things should be, and kind of gotten into a weird angry space out of nowhere. And honestly, you're just repelling everything, or taking things way out of context, especially look at the Six of Swords reversed. No, I'm not going to go to that other better side of life. I'm going to just stay here. I'm not going to try hard. No, I don't want to have a game over if I try too hard. I don't want to put that investment in. That Two of Swords reversed. Like, it's not like it's this hard choice to make in life. I feel like that, Nine of Cups reversed. You got to get happy with yourself fully. I don't know why that anger thing pops up. What is that person you're thinking about with you? The devil. They think that you're going to trap them. Especially with that anger. Yep, Sun. The way that you're expressing yourself, it's not coming off like you're ready to go to the beach and have a great time and get in your bikini and show the world the French fries and the fun. It's Jupiter and Aries. It's time for you to expand who you are and how you come across. We're going to find out this shadow shit, because I underneath all this, you know what I got was anger, resentment, not happy, Nine of Cups, and that Queen of Pentacles reversed, which is not feeling the self-worth within yourself, and the beautiful energy of inviting energy of wanting to manifest. Closing the door. Nobility. Well, this is part of your problem, is I think that you're being a little bit too idealistic about things, and really, are you doing the same back? Like, you expect high standards, but are you being somebody of high standards back? Knowledge. Yeah, I mean, this is where I think, I'm going to be honest, I think when I pull these shadow cards and find the shadow, it's like, you think you know it all, don't you? You think that you've learned it all, and you're in study, and my education taught me this, and I'm so smart, and I'm so noble, and I'm sorry to say, like, It's not love. And you know what? Love conquers all, and I think that's the issue. Is I think that you know, you're not coming from a love conquers all place. Well, that just came flying out. Yeah, burnt by the sun. I don't know what to tell you here, Aries. I think that you're going to have to come back to learning to have fun again, learning to get off your high horse, and learning how to invest in your happiness and get rid of a lot of these kind of upsetting places that you hold on to with all these doors that could open, but you're closing them all from these weird anger positions for no reason. It's almost feeling like it's like got no substance. I couldn't find substance, especially with that High Priestess reverse. I was going to say it, but I'm just going to say, you know what that is? That's when you start to go a little psycho. So don't go psycho, Aries, on crazy things that make no sense about the world that you want. Nobody even understands it. It's almost like you're creating your own crazy fanatical kind of world that nobody can see except you, and you're expecting people to fit in that world, and they don't even know how to fit in the world that's in your own head. You did get 9th house, dealing with your beliefs. You did get part of fortune here, and you did get Capricorn. So this is definitely, yeah, you know, when it comes to your opening up the doors, you can't have control. You got to feel like things are destined, and you got to be positive, and you got to show that there's a door open there for destiny. If you keep, I don't know, coming across as so rule-based about life, especially in the 9th house Capricorn, it never works. You know, 9th house is bigger than Capricorn. Jupiter's bigger than Capricorn. So I think that this is definitely a time for you that the fortune lies in your beliefs that are about destiny and showing that, opposed to why you don't do this and why you don't do that and how come you can't do this. And this is the rules that need to be set. It's like, well, good luck on that adventure. Nobody's going to go with you on that. Back to you.
All right, Aries. Well, you got some environmental stuff going on within your, you know, what's close to you here with Mercury retrograde in the 3rd. You're also having to reevaluate a lot of things that maybe, you know, your own personal truths and how to express yourself and how to communicate what that truth is. So it's going to, you know, start showing you what you really want to focus on and what's too big right now. I don't think you have to go way out there. I think with Jupiter coming into your sign, this is a big time for you to explore what you really want instead of focusing on so much about what other people want. And maybe that's part of this eclipse in your 8th house with the lunar eclipse, is that you can't just focus on what other people, you know, want or need, or what other people's psychology in life is. Like, you got to really focus on what yours is and what you're creating, and make sure that the people you're merging with in life right now are bringing that to the table with you, and be able to have those talks and be able to know really what your truth is, even though it might, you know, with information that presents itself this week, it might change. I mean, I think that you're going to have to realize that whatever's showing up to scare you this week is trying to show you where really you don't need to focus on anymore, and you can build more beautiful, more valuable areas in another place. And are you able to kind of shift that belief and come to this new beginning of what can expand for you, and realize that you have a lot of empowerment here to do such a thing? And it's T-square Saturn in your 11th house. So, you know, there is these like radical uncharted territories that you kind of have to be willing to try out and see, you know, experiment. You know, you have to kind of step up to get more connection with people in your life, and it's better connection, it's full connection. And I think also, you know, that might be part of the fear, is like, oh, well, they're not going to want to connect to me if I'm in my truth, or if I say this. Like, no, you definitely want to have those conversations and be willing to start new chapters, new stories here with this energy coming into your 1st. And Mars for you is your ruling planet, and that's in the 12th, and it's going to meet with Neptune, and it's making good aspects to the nodes and even this lunar eclipse. So, you know, you have to realize where you're over-identifying with things in life that are taking you backwards and into, maybe it's fear, maybe it's, you know, going and putting all your cards in destruction when you should be putting more of your cards in the exploration of the new and what's actually fertile and what's actually growing in your life, and really focus, you know, that intent there, and to not feel like you have some diluted identification right now. You have an amplified identification, and your soul knows what that desire is, and you just have to trust it and make sure that you're linking up with people that are not dragging you into an abyss, but helping empower you to be in your truth and to make changes and to live a life of value.
Very, very well put, Brian.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, Jupiter is great. Aries is the bomb. We all know that. But yeah, when Jupiter, Venus here, and with the lunar eclipse in the 8th, it's trust issues. It's also getting all weird about your internal dark shit and learning to release that and be a beautiful flower. I know that's hard, Aries. You want to go to war? Go to war. You want to try and get all upset and dark and angry and jealous and envious and weird and project with all the Pisces energy still and Mars and Neptune? Have it your way.